Deal TV, learn and earn.
Nkwaniriza ko munanga kyaje ku Mideko Deal TV Africa. Deal TV Africa yeno nti learn and earn tukuleterako Farm Magic. Farm Magic ye program gyolaba essaawa zino era gyolaba olunaku olwaleero. Wano ku Deal TV tetukuleterako bintu byesitaza okujjako ebyo ebikusomesa ate ebikwongerako omutindo munange newekolera ne ku kasente. Gwe kyoba omanya nti Farm Magic twatandise zituwa za faamu zaffe tugenda kubalambula paka ku muntu asembayo era ng'olunaku olwaleero twatutse era akapande katwaniriza dda wano nti welcome to Kyakuwa Farm. Kyakuwa Farm ye faamu ya Professor Dr. Engineer byonna Kabirizi Jole wano Esseguku ndowooza si ku mukaaga naye Esseguku. Era nga olunaku olwaleero tulina omwami ow'amaanyi ennyo omusajja mukulu nnyo lwakuba ebirevu kale yaba yabijjeeko ne agenda okutukwasaganya okutulambuza faamu eno. Omusajja wa luzungu nnyo naye nga n'Oluganda abojjereramuko ebisaamusaamu kati by'onooba tobulidde tujja kubikuvuunulira mu Luganda. Welcome to this show.
Thank you.
And the names?
My name is Kusasira Peter Mpoza and I'm in S1 at Chitende Secondary School and you're welcome to Kyakuwa Farm.
You work as who here?
I'm a facilitator. I do some things around, helping around, usually when we are like constructing or sometimes watering, like mainly everything. Yeah.
So the general manager of this place?
In inverted quotes.
Okay, what do you have for us today, like on this show?
Today we are going to first see the farm, touring the farm, different enterprises that are in the farm. Then I'll talk about some things, especially the dairy cows. Then two other people will be tackling other enterprises and topics within the farm.
But Peter, you're too young. Why did you choose this thing, like you farming?
Because first of all, I grew up in this environment whereby agriculture was around me and I took it as an interest. Also because agriculture is the backbone of everything.
So like farming became as a contagious thing.
Yes, it also became it became like a passion because everything relies on everything turns around agriculture because even the people who are in the offices, they also rely on agriculture for their different jobs. So I chose it as let's say a passion, and I also want to continue with it even in school. Maybe
you were just short of the what? Choices, maybe.
No,
that's why you chose this.
No, I was not.
That's what was near you.
No, I was not short of choices because generally there are very many other choices I could do because even other relatives also have their other sectors. But me, I decided to choose agriculture because it's something that you cannot escape wherever you go, and it's something that will in turn come back. Even if I grow up and I get it as a career, it will not disappoint.
Are you doing this as like a partially, or you planning to take it on?
Yes, I'm also planning to take it on professionally as a career, but also there's some other things that will come on the side because it will be like a partial career or something.
Thank you. Okay, take us around the farm.
So, first, as you can see, this is a tire in the shape of a cup. So, generally, this right now there are very many things going on with the climate change and everything. And these tires are actually some of the problems because these tires are usually burnt, and the gases that come out of them are very toxic to the environment. So here we get these tires, they shape them into specific designs, so they are beautifying the place. As you can see, we are growing vegetables in them, which means we can reduce on the costs of living here at home because we consume those vegetables. And also beautifies the place and saves on the environment since we are actually recycling these things. Yeah. So this is dodo, as people are familiar with it.
I think this is.
Yes, then this is I think this is a makeshift.
No, this is leek, I think.
Leek. Then we have some spring onions over here that are used in cooking, a better alternative to normal onions. Then this is the same thing with dodo.
Yes. So
how
about this?
It's the same thing, the tires. So this is maize.
So you can grow maize in the tires?
Yes, you can grow maize in the tires, and as you can see also the spring onions are still there.
Okay. What is this?
So here we have something called hydroponic green maize fodder. And hydroponic stands for it's soilless farming. No soil is included. We will just use water. As you hear, the word hydro relates with water. So this is fodder that can be given to all livestock, be it cows, goats, pigs, chicken, rabbits, everything. So here we grow them in these trays that have holes under them, so that when we water, the water can easily move. Because if it is locked around here, it will lead to rotting of the seeds.
So how long can you keep this here?
So here, first of all, if we start with the production of it, we have to first get maize that has not been treated with any chemicals, as you will see inside there, they newly put. You have to get maize that has not been treated with any chemicals.
Is there a specific type of maize or
no,
any
maize? Maize, as long as it has not been treated with any chemicals. Okay. Then you have to soak it overnight to kind of get it soaked up in water. Then you evenly put it on trays. Then you have to water it 3 times a day. When you water it 3 times a day, within 7 to 8 days, it will be ready to be given to any livestock.
Can I put it on a metallic tray or
metallic trays?
The
no, metallic trays can work, and you can also make yours out of like a wooden box. You can get a wooden frame. Then you put a top underneath, but you still have to put holes into it. Yes, for that water movement.
Okay.
Yes, so you can continue. Here it continues the same thing. The tires, you grow vegetables with them. So we continue into the gate. No. What? See what it is now? As you can see, these bottles. Now these are plastic bottles that are usually thrown away, and here we are recycling them. We get these specific plastic sheets, put it around to create a safe base for us to put in the plants. Then we mulch it with sawdust, put in the soil, and you can grow. This shows you that you can also grow vegetables or anything in your small space, because as you can see around us, there are different rentals.
We don't have tires, but we have all these
bottles.
Plastic bottles.
Yes, as you will see inside, there will be other bottles and other items.
Okay.
So here it's the same thing. We are kind of showing you that you can actually grow anything, even if you have a small space. Because if you were to look around here, you will see different houses, and all those have tenants in them, which means we have to practice agriculture in a small space, but at the same time when we have people around us, and we don't have to inconvenience them. Yes. So
carrot or what?
Yes, this is a carrot. Yes. So these you can grow them at your home, and you can actually, it helps you and reduces costs, because you don't have to actually go to the market to buy carrots, and because here we actually show the quality of the plants, since usually in markets the things are dirty. So yes.
But I used to see this in swampy areas.
Yes, this is a yam. Yes, it can be grown here. These are yams. And they're also taken for home consumption. So you can grow them and sell them, but at the same time you can also grow them
for your own consumption.
Yes. Okay. Which reduces on the cost and saves on the environment. So we continue inside.
All right.
So if you look all around, you see different houses. So these are for tenants. But you see, you actually practicing. You want to see you're practicing agriculture in a space whereby we are surrounded by very many people. Yes.
So instead of putting flowers in these vessels and whatever.
Yes, you actually yes. But these you wouldn't have to. You can put them outside. As you can see, you can get these metal frames from different people, and as you can see, they are beautifying the place, but at the same time also growing vegetables in them. So now, any visitor or any person who is to come into the farm has to slightly dip their soles. It's
is it a fashion
or
what?
No, it's not fashion. So this water has a mixture into it for biosecurity, whereby there is a rise of different diseases like foot and mouth and other diseases for cows. So here we are actually trying to keep our animals safe. Because when people come in, you don't know why, except maybe because you've visited other farms. So now, when you come here and you step into here, we make sure that even though you've come from somewhere else, maybe you had the germs on your shoes. Here you step in and it will be disinfected. just to make sure that we are keeping the animals from getting sick. This is maize, not still maize. These are sweet potatoes, and as you can see, it is being grown in a sack, just to make sure. And the tags, as you can see, this is a design.
Yeah, different design from the other.
Yes, so it beautifies the place. At the same time, you are getting that kind of atmosphere of a farm. But at the same time, we are still growing vegetables in them, and we'll be able to take them out when they are grown, and we can actually eat them or sell them for people out there who need them.
Okay.
Yes.
How about these drums?
So in
What
these
are they for?
drums. So this is a type of plant that is being grown. It's called azola, but I'm not really sure about this. It is a new technology that is being developed. So we don't know much about this.
So what is it for?
It's a plant, yes, but it is rich in protein. These are like seeds at their young stage. We don't know much about it. It's a new technology being developed. Yes, so you'll get more information from Professor.
How about the other thing?
So this is water hyacinth. Now this is a water weed that usually grows in water, and on the Lake Victoria, the government is actually fighting it.
Known as a chido.
Yes, a chido choke mice. So here we actually grow them because we chop, well, at some point when they are gone, we take them out, chop them using a machine. Then you can actually make it, because it's a good feed for pigs and cows. And yes, so we chop them, we can make it into a normal paste. Then we mix it up with other nutrients and components to make a feed or a meal for the cows.
Can it be served alone?
No, it cannot be served alone because it is it's like green, because you cannot feed an animal on completely green stuff or wet stuff. You have to feed on some dry matter, so it cannot be fed alone. It's only given as a supplement. So in these drums, there's some, we won't be able to open it, but in this inside here is brewer's waste, so it's good from Uganda breweries, the wasted use. After they make the alcohol, the gund. This is made out of sorghum, I think. No, barley, because the one for sorghum is red, this one is kind of whitish. So this one we give it to the cows during milking time, but you have to keep it in an airtight container.
Like how long?
We give it during milking time, just like a bucket according to the ratios. If we give this, we also add the hydroponic green maize fodder. So we give it to them during or before milking. So it stimulates the milk production so that they can actually get more milk from it. So we have to keep them in airtight containers, because if any air gets into them, it will lead to rotting of the whole thing. Yes.
What is this?
So these are sticky fly traps, and they have nothing to do with the politics. But these have glue on them, which is not harmful to human health. But they just trap. So house flies, small ticks, aphids, anything. They can also be used in farms or in fields whereby someone's growing maybe maize. They're in control of aphids and ticks. So we put them 2 feet above the animals. Yes, standing height when animals are standing. So this trap, they just trap. So the yellow color attracts the flies and everything. Then when they come onto here, they are trapped.
It's like light.
Yes, it attracts them. Then when they get onto the glue, they are trapped. Yes, so these are sourced from Holland Green Tech. It's a company.
Okay.
So we can continue.
What else?
So this is an example of
This is where hydroponics.
Yes, produce, as you saw outside. So this is like the Nile. So as you can see, this is normal maize, but we soaked it yesterday in the evening. We have to soak it overnight. So we put it on these trays that have holes into them, as you can see. So when we water, the water can easily flow to prevent the seeds from rotting. Then you can also make these trays. So as you can see, you can get a wooden frame. Yes, then use a tap. It's like a specific type of plastic you can get from hardwares. So we also produce, so you can make these, and as you can see, they can hold a bigger capacity. Yes, so when you're giving the animals, you give them 1 tray per 1 bucket of the brewer's waste.
Like,
So
do you sell this to farmers? Or
no, we don't
for
sell
your
it.
own-
You have to produce
for
it
your own
because
use?
yes, you cannot make it as a sold product because you have 7 to 8. It's you have like 2 days to feed it, because when you plant it, you have to within 7 to 8 days it is ready to be given to the animals. So you cannot sell it because if it exceeds the 8 days, these dry out. Even though you water them, they will eventually dry out because they don't have other nutrients. So you cannot sell it. You have to make it. That's why we are teaching other farmers how they can actually produce it on their own farms. Yes. So, so this. So this is good electric forage chopper. So as you can see, there are separated vines that were sourced from Owino market were brought in. So we chop them with these whatevers. This machine chops them into very small pieces, as you can see down. And this is what is given to the animals, the cows. And you can add in maybe maize bran, or you can add it in with some hay.
From here, you feed it as it is, or you first dry it?
No, we don't dry it. We feed it the way it is. Yes. Or if you want to keep it for some time, you can make a silage out of it.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. So where do you get this? The vines?
The vines are got from Owino market. Yes.
So any market you can get them?
Yes. 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 So we can continue. So yes, so this is a hammer mill that was done. This is it has wheels, so you can
this
move it around.
Also electric or?
No, this is for petrol. Now this was donated by Highmark Uganda Limited. It was donated to the farm. So this one has wheels, so you can move it and take it others, but it uses petrol. Petrol, diesel, yes. So this one you can also do milling.
Oh.
You can use it to mill maybe that maize. You can use it to mill maize, and you can also use it to make some of the samples that you will see. Yes, for the feeds.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. Sorry, but you will not be able to enter the crowd because there's a foot and mouth disease breakout, so we have to be safe.
Okay.
So this is the zero grazing dairy unit, and there are 12 animals in here.
In this small piece of land?
Yes. So here we feed, as you can see, we feed them on. This is maize silage mixed with the sweet potato vines and this hay that is up there. So that hay is got from compounds. So maybe there's a group of youth that professor trained. They can find you mowing your compound, and they take the grass, first dry it in a shed, then they put it into bales, cubical bales, then they bring it here and it can actually be sold. It is actually a business that's being done. Yes, so you can sell it and you can give it to the animals. So here we get it, buy it, and we give it to the animals.
So how do you keep this place clean and not smelling?
Yes, so we have different management practices, because as one of the challenges that urban farmers face is you have to manage the place in a way that you are people surrounding you. There are very many people around you. So you have to make it in a way that you have to manage the crowd in a way that then you're not inconveniencing your neighbors. So here we use different management practices. The first would be the sticky fly traps, as you can see them, the ones we saw. So we clean the kraal 2 times a day, in the morning and in the evening.
Like doing what?
We clean the kraal, but also but with water. But also we collect the manure daily. No, we take it out as long as we see the manure has come. We take it out, and someone will talk about the manure management. But we take it out to dry it. We can make briquettes out of it. Someone will talk about it. But if you have to look there, if you have to look down, you'll see black. So this is made out of tires, and another one is made out of this is manufactured in Kenya. So these this can be made locally. So there's a cow mats. So they provide comfort to the animal, because if an animal is uncomfortable, it's sleeping on bare stones, it can usually get uncomfortable, and when it is milking time, it cannot give enough milk. See, so it holds back the milk since it's uncomfortable. And also the hooves of the animals, when they walk on normal stones or ground, they are usually hurt. So we try to make the animals comfortable so that they can move and sleep in somewhere that has no problem. So when it's milking time, they can actually give us milk that we need from them.
Okay, but the other thing looks like slippery.
So they are not, you say they're slippery, but that is when maybe they have manure on it. But since we clean them, they're actually sturdy, because if I look on these ones, they have like paws onto them for easier grip. And
so you don't experience any accidents?
No, we don't experience accidents. These animals are also calm. They are not that wild. At the same time, the hooves of those animals, they are hard. So when they meet a soft area, they can actually move. There's that friction between them. So they move comfortably without any problem.
I mean, like, I see the place is almost wet.
Yes,
each
because
and every time.
Yes.
Don't you experience foot and mouth disease here?
No, I don't, because you remember we clean it. So that might be urine coming out, but the urine also flows and it is collected into somewhere, because it is important and it can be used as a fertilizer. So make sure, number one thing is hygiene, because we have to clean the place. Always make sure that the husband always clean. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So how do you fight the pests?
So we use something called spot on or pour on. So basically it's one of the manufacturers that makes it. So every Sunday we just drip it onto the skin, like a drop. It's like a droplet. We just drop them onto the skin of the animal, and it helps to control ticks.
Okay.
Yes. So another thing is we use something called diatom. So diatom is an additive that you add into the feeds, and it's an aflatoxin binder. So aflatoxin is like fungi that get into the food of the animals, and when they eat it, it can actually bring very many problems. So diatom is an additive that we mix into this into the feeds. So it has very many uses. The first would be it helps the skin of the animal. As you can see, the animal's skin is good. Then also it kills the worms inside, the intestinal worms. Then it also has a technology into it whereby when the animal poops or it's cow dung, when any fly falls onto that dung, it dies instantly. Yes. Okay. So diatom is one of the things that we use, and you'll be seeing it.
Are we entering here?
This is diatom.
Oh, you add it in the feeds?
Yes, it's like a powder, we just add into the feeds. So, but this is very close. So this is diatom. Yes, it's
so you get this from where?
This is got, there are some people that produce it, I'm not sure of the name, but you can get a contact for Pasture. So you can just search diatom feed additive, and you'll be able to get the manufacturers. So this is goats. These are goats here. So all of these are for demonstration. We don't have a specific purpose like for meat or milk. These are for demonstration. And one thing that made us bring goats here is the feeds that are got from the cows have to be constantly replaced. So here we bring like maybe the nighttime feeds. Today maybe. But in the morning we can take it out and bring it to the goats. It brings no harm. Yes, it brings no harm. They eat them very well without any problem. And another tip for people out there who want to start goat rearing is that when you're going to build like a building, or maybe how can I say it? A place where your goats are going to stay. You have to make sure there's a place where they're going to sleep has to be raised, as you can see there. Like by the goats.
So they don't sleep down here?
Yes, they sleep up there in the wood, because goats at their young age are known to be vulnerable to pneumonia. So, and if they sleep on this cold ground, they also, when they urinate, it becomes colder. They can get pneumonia and then they will die. So here we make it whereby they are going to sleep on somewhere warm, the wood. Then we also put these slanting areas whereby when they urinate, or you put gaps between some small gaps between the bones, whereby yes, urine and the droppings to easily go down.
Okay.
Yes.
Do they feed during night, or they only feed?
Even in night, you can put feeds. You can put feeds in the evening so that they can eat then before they sleep. Yes. Masanyalaze. So we put some small lights, but they don't need major lights because they have no problem. But you put a light in there so that at least they can get some light at night and for security purposes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like before we leave this place, the cows and the goats, what are the challenges you're facing here?
So the challenges for the goats and the cows, first, for people out there, first mainly the first challenges we faced were poor quality feeds. Those times before COVID, we used to buy feeds from other people, and usually you would find that the feeds, the good parts were taken out and they were just giving us husks. For example, when we used to buy hay, they take out the seeds and the good things and they just leave us with the empty straw. Okay. Yes, so that was one of the challenge, poor quality feeds, but we solved it by actually producing our own feeds here. Okay. Yes, then for the goats, they were getting very many diseases for that called pneumonia part. But when you construct for them a raised area, you can see that they stop getting sick. So this is for just normal water collection and watering. Kati vegetables, someone will talk about them, but some small thing is we don't use tap water because tap water has chlorine in it. So we use rainwater. So that's why we put these pipes and tanks so that they can, and the gutter, so that they can collect rainwater. And rainwater is the one that we use for irrigation. Yes, so we're going to continue.
You cannot advise a farmer to use tap water for irrigation.
Yes, please don't use tap water.
Okay.
Because you end up actually getting diseases.
What is this?
So this is the fish system, but it is aquaponics. So we have fish in here, catfish inside here, but we have an integrated system called aquaponics. So aquaponics is growing vegetables or plants in the same environment with fish. Now fish at their young age are known to produce a lot of ammonium. But ammonium, at a certain stage, it grows. It goes maybe after a few days when it is produced, it goes into nitrogen. And nitrogen is one of the good nutrients we need for plant growth. So, and also when ammonium gets too much in the water, it eventually causes problems and the fish die if the ammonium is too much. So we have to find a way that tackles both problems. So here we grow vegetables in them, in these ice cream cups. So as you can see, these cups can be got anywhere, and it also saves the environment because these are just thrown away. Yeah. Yes, and they burn them, which is harmful to the environment. So you put holes in here so the roots can sprout out and suck up the water.
Can this be grown on soil?
Yes, this can be grown in soil, but for us to put it here, whereby the roots will suck up the water because of course plants need water, but they also suck up that water that has that nutrient into it. It has the nitrogen or the ammonia. So it helps also that it will get vegetables out of them, but at the same time it also saves the fish from dying when the ammonium is too much. Then here we also have to at some point get filtered out because these plants alone, they cannot take out all of the ammonium, so we have to filter out the water even though when the water gets dirty. So we have a system here whereby someone behind the flicks a switch.
On any type of fish or it's only this?
Any fish you can.
Any fish.
Yes. So there's someone flicks a switch behind that.
You have fish here?
Yes, there are fish inside here, catfish. So there are pipes down there. If I look, you'll see pipes. So when someone switches on, there's a pump that draws out all the water while new water is being put, and it goes into these tanks. Let's remove them for you to see. So if you look in here, you see that there are stones, sand and everything. So the water comes from here, it is brought into here. And in these drums there's a wire mesh, sand, stones, everything. So it filters the water and takes out those solid particles, and it remains a normal water, but it still contains the other nitrogen and ammonium. So when it is finished, when it has been filtered, we put the water in jerry cans and we keep it. So that in the dry season, we use it to irrigate all the vegetables around.
Like how often do you change this water?
In about a week or no, something like 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks or something.
Okay.
Yes, between 2 weeks. Yes.
Okay.
So here we have hydroponic vegetable farming.
This.
So you have to cover them because when the sun shines too much, there's a big rate of evaporation, which you don't want. So here is hydroponic vegetable farming. So again, hydroponics is soilless farming, but here we're actually growing vegetables in here. So as you can see,
Is it parsley?
yes, it's parsley. So this, we put some stones in in these cups so that the plant can be held and the roots. Then you put in water in the pipes. So these pipes can be good from anywhere and it also saves on the environment because these pipes are usually burnt or thrown away. Then sometimes you can apply a soluble fertilizer into the water. Yes, maybe to add some extra nutrient. Yes, but that's hydroponic vegetable farming. Then here we have soil. This one has soil in them. So it shows you that you can actually grow vegetables in a place and beautifies the place because as you can see here, you see this environment, everything looks good. So here we have we see that you're beautifying the place because we have these tires that are painted, these designs.
I think this is lettuce.
Yes, lettuce. So as you can see, a pipe is on the wall. So you can grow vegetables in a very small space. So you get the vegetables, you beautify the place, and it's saving on the environment since these pipes are usually thrown away for rubbish. Then if you look down here, you will see this plant. So this is called a mother-in-law's tongue.
It's called what?
Mother-in-law's tongue. I'm not really sure why they named it, but that's the name of the plant.
It's called mother-in-law's tongue.
Yes. So this is one of the best snake repellents. So it has the two parts in it whereby when a snake looks here, it thinks that this is another snake, so it will run away. But at the same time, this plant lets off some type of gas that when it comes into the nose of the animals or the tongue of the snake, it can feel as if there's another snake in it. So since snakes are very territorial, they don't get into other snakes. So it runs away and it works as a good snake repellent.
What do you have here?
So this is a solar dryer. Now this is made by Task Farm, but you can get a bigger flyer somewhere there. So this is made by Task Farm. So this is a solar dryer. Now this was donated to Professor as a gift, but we had another one. So this is for mainly preservation, like when as you can see, these are carrots. I think these are carrots. Yes, when they are chopped up. Yes, when they are chopped up, as you can see, we bring them here. This is eggplant. We preserve them. So when they are preserved, because this plastic can actually attract heat. It doesn't bring direct since it diffuses the light, but sometimes it brings in heat. So at some point when there's too much sunshine here, when you put your hand in here, you'll feel that it is hot. So it keeps, right now it's not very, but it keeps up this preserved in like way of sun drying. And as you can see, at some point if you want, we can put them into soup. We can cook them for preservation. Then there's the nutrient block that they're working on. So just a sample of it. So this is the vegetables are grown, and you can actually see they're beautifying the place, and they are reducing on cost since we are actually consuming the vegetables at home. Yes, and just as an environment, since all these plastics are thrown away, some of them are burned. So here we are recycling, at the same time we are benefiting from it. Now the cow dung is brought in here. So
Cow dung
it is brought in here. For we put it in there, then at some point when people want, there are people come and buy it and take it to Kasula. Yes. So they take it and it is taken to their farms and they use it for manure. Then also we take it out and use it for to make briquettes, but someone will talk more about that. So we can So this area, we used to have chicken in here, but they were suspended.
Yeah, this piece.
So up there we have briquettes, but there's a problem. Disclaimer: this stair has very many problems. But if you can enter and you can find a way to get a pull up and take a look. So these are the briquettes. These are made out of cow dung and charcoal. They are made out of cow dung and charcoal. So it's like a 3-to-1 ratio. 3-to-1 ratio. One basin of charcoal dust is used. We use one basin of cow dung. Yes. No, fresh.
Fresh.
Yes. It's in 3. You use 3 basins of charcoal dust. Yes, but you have to first sieve it to make sure there are no solid particles like this. Because if there are solid particles, then it will smoke. Yes, they could create out of smoke. So that's mainly it. Someone will talk about it in details. So we continue to the slide.
Who's going to talk about the other?
Yeah, same thing. So we continue up here. So this is the door that comes from the crop. So it is for easier way transport. Whereby if they are bringing the manure for drying, they just come straight to the wheelbarrow. So this is like the same thing with the solar dryer whistle. If you have to put your hand in here, you feel there's a heat in there.
Yeah.
Yes, so this is where we dry the cow dung from. So the advantages of dry cow dung is that it can easily be transported. You can just put it in a sack or in a plastic bag and you take it into a car, since it won't be dripping and it won't be smelling. And
it's not smelling.
Yes, and it also, since it's in a smaller form factor, you can actually take more of it in a small space. So that's mainly it. This is solar dry. It's still made by Task Farm. Yes.
Okusinziira omukulu bw'atulambuza faamu eno kuba gye twatandikidde okutuuka wano tuli mu solar dryer naye nange naatera okukala kubanga eno efumba olaba efumba akasana ekatuusa ku mberenge nange nagenda okuva wano nga nkoze eki nga nkaze naye nga eno ye faamu ya Dr. Professor Jole Kabirizi okusinziira omwana bw'atulambuza byebyo ebimu ku ebyo bye twakakutuusaako naye nga tukyagendera ddala mu maaso n'okutuusaako ebintu ebirala bingi nnyo naye nga munzikirize olunaku lwa leero programu ya leero ngikomye wano tusinkana ate omulundi omulala subscribe like and share ate era otuwe opinion yo otuwe ekirowoozo kyo n'ekyoyagala okubuuza okumanya kiteeke mu comment wansi awo tusinkana omulundi omulala mweraba.
Deal TV, learn and earn.